Hello guys, hello everyone, thank you for joining this live stream. Tell me please in the comments if the sound is good, if the quality of the video is good. Please let me know if everything is alright. Before we're gonna start to analyze the price, I just want you to remind that people who's watching this live stream not on 29th of March, basically you are not the VIP members of our group, and we stopped doing the live streams for the public. So it means that I will ask you to press the like button. People from the private group, you can avoid this if you don't like it, or if you don't want to do this, like do whatever you want, because you are privileged. Yeah. So guys, before we're gonna dive deep to the chart discussion, analyzing, and to my conclusions, let's talk about the risk management, yeah? And I know it's boring, but tell me please, if you are the person who's been trading, investing, or doing something on the market for the last, let's say, 5 years, will it work? Or maybe you are crypto bro who start to buying, investing, believing in the cryptocurrency, let's say 2016, maybe even 13 or 2008. Yeah, could be, of course. Early adopter, you were the first one. Maybe you just the person who's only watching, and you always feeling this FOMO every fucking cycle, every fucking time when the price is going higher. Or you are the person who never sold anything because you truly believe that the price will be 200,000, 500,000, $1 million, yeah? You just waiting. No matter, like, let's imagine, like, 2009, 2011, 2013. It's more than 10 years ago, yeah? Now, you can just try to guess, like, what would happen if I will take this money and I will reinvest it, or I will do something in 2016, 17, 2021, then maybe 24, 25. Of course, the FOMO will be bigger because you will try to calculate what you can get, what you can buy. Because, for example, I'm the person who's from 18 till 28. I've been working constantly. I've been trying to change my life, and I've been declining, and I've been canceling all the meetings, all the parties, while everyone been doing something. I've been working. And then in 28, I said to myself, enough, and I start to spend money. Cars, girls, parties, some expensive things, trips, restaurants, hotels. I start to give myself treatment, yeah? And then when the war came to Ukraine in 2022, I said to myself, thanks God that I'm not retarded and I have the savings. I have the assets, I have real estate, I have businesses, I have what to sell, what to use as a collateral, or where to withdraw money for my movement, for movement of my family, for paying for lawyers to receive green card, for live exactly the same life as I live in Ukraine, but in way more expensive country. Yeah, I said to myself, thanks God that I don't need to go and deliver for my family, that I don't need to do something to pay my bills, to pay the rent, to pay everything. Yeah, the gas, especially in 2022, the gas price was almost the same as right now. And here in California, in Los Angeles, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, whatever, the price of everything is way more expensive than in Texas, than in Missouri, than in some other areas even of California. Yeah, the gas price, the rent, the bills, everything is way more expensive. It's definitely way more expensive than in Europe. It's extremely expensive, like 10 times expensive than in Ukraine. In Ukraine, for the same amount of money, even the waiters will be kings and could afford way more than average Ukrainian person. So I said to myself, you move in there where you want to stay, you move in there where you see the possibilities, yeah, like let's say like this. And the only thing that's been working during all these years is my own risk management, my lifetime risk management. If I'm investing the money, the amount of money that I could afford to lose. If I'm trading and I'm understanding that I can lose everything. If I'm doing that, or that, at least I'm investing my time so I can lose my time, which I can spend with my family, with my parents. They are not getting younger. Neither do we, yeah? So I don't have kids with whom I need to spend my time. I don't have things to do except these live streams, yeah? So I realized that my life became way more easier when I started to trade and especially to invest. Because a couple days ago with the developer, we have a pretty, first of all, it was pretty tough conversation because I asked him to analyze from his vision the daily time frame of the algorithm. And he said, why should I do this? I'm analyzing and refreshing the forecast of the Bitcoin on the daily basis in the private group, and people receiving this trading filter. Selling, buying, selling, definitely, selling, like all the time. When the divergence, we're selling. When the divergence up, we're buying. We're trying to find the bottom, we're trying to find the top, yeah? So he said that I'm doing this on the daily basis. Why should I update the daily time frame? I was like, because people are afraid. Because I was expecting that the price will go from the end of February till the end of March higher. He said, and the price go higher. But then when the trading filter turn around, the price go where it should go. He said, like, why you trying to be retarded one if you are the person who's been talking about the crash since the beginning of this channel? You telling to the people, no matter who gonna win an election, the price going up, then fuck off everyone. You telling to the people, you analyzing, you trying to understand, you trying to give people information where the price wouldn't be and where the price could be. You like wouldn't be, it could be, this absolutely different things. That's why I'm always giving you the zones, yeah? You telling to the people the dates when you're gonna buy, when you're gonna sell, and when the higher time frame showed to you that the August, October 2025, this is the end of the cycle. And take a look at the altcoins which you are in love with. And I've been walking with my dog in my neighborhood, and I've been telling to him, yeah, do you understand, like 10 years ago, in 2016, I had already 4 businesses. I already closed 2 businesses in Ukraine because they was not profitable, let's say like this. That was just experience. And I explained to him, like, in 2016, when I first invest money into the cryptocurrency, into the Ethereum, and I invest to the mining, I start realizing that during, like, next year, I made X50. None of my businesses made even X5. I will tell you, even not X2 from my investments during the year from 2016 until the December 2017. Nothing, absolutely. So I realized here is the window, here is the opportunity, there is the sun, why I'm sitting in the room, yeah? So I start to put myself in the state of, let me try this one. What if I'm gonna try this one? So I start to doing trading, especially when the Binance introduced the future trading, because before that I've been using only the hot wallets, no cold wallets until 2020 in my infrastructure. Hot wallets and Bittrex cryptocurrency exchange. Go Google, it's been closed probably since 2021. No FTX, no other cryptocurrency exchange, which was a disaster for people. Someone been scammed, someone been closed. By the way, as soon as possible, we're gonna drop insanely good video about FTX and the Sam Bankman-Fried. I hope you're gonna love it, because I start to posting videos on the YouTube in a meaning of analyzing the situation, the basic conspiracy theory. Yeah, like we see the article, we see the background or front end of everything that's happening in the world, and then I'm trying to understand what they're trying to say to us. So in 2017, I started to put $100 probably per week into the trading, and that was one trade, $100. If it's good, you're in profit. If it's bad, because this is the isolated March. So why you're wasting, for example, right now, some amount of time, 11-15 minutes to listen to me? So I have my knowledge, I have my experience, I have something that I understand, yeah? Because I started doing currency exchange, the same that you will find in any country, the same that you will find in any city, in any area. You're bringing your currency, you're receiving another currency. That's it. In Ukraine, it's absolutely perfect business. Insane money. So I had a partners, I have a security, I have everyone who's helping to me to deliver the service. And we create the first and the biggest one, online service of the currency exchange. And closer to 14-15, we start to exchange cryptocurrency. And only in 2016 I start to invest, yeah? I start to mine cryptocurrency. In 2017 I start to trade. I was terribly wrong with the trading. Then closer to 2020, and only in 2020, I remember the date. The one guy coming to me and he said, I saw your screenshot, you holding your money on the Bittrex. Read this fucking article. In 3 days, they will close their service for Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. Or Belarus. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. So all my money there, and they will close it. He said, yeah, just withdraw your money. So the person saved me from... They definitely gonna withdraw my money, yeah? But that's some kind of problems that I need to do, like to prove your source of income, prove that you blah, 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 blah. So this guy in 2020, he's been using, and in my opinion, he's still using only the same technical analysis. He's like, my father always telling like, are you from yesterday? Yeah, like slow. Slow guy. So he's from yesterday. He's in 2021, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, I don't know. I need to double check it. But in my opinion, he's still using technical analysis. So we made the deal. Let's create the courses. I'm giving you $200,000. You trading my money. We're showing it to the people. You, not me, you teaching them. And I'm just doing marketing. I'm just doing the CEO, marketing, business, lawyer, accountant, etc. Everything that I know how to do in Ukraine. But I asked him to teach me how he's doing that. Because I gave him $200,000. To be more specific, it was $183,000 at the beginning. He started to make money We withdraw them 40% to him, 60% to me. Then when he started to make more and more money, especially in 2021, yeah, it's easy to be in the long position when it's the bull run, especially 2021. Oh my God. Just fucking insane things been happening. So he started to make more money and he started to become more greedy, and we go to the 50-50, and at the end, before the crash, we go to the 60 to him, 40 to me. And before the crash, when I stopped trading with him because I want to buy some real estate property, so I withdraw this money. He even asked me to send him 60%, and I said like, yeah, we will do that, but after I'm gonna return the money to you. And there was the trade minus $4,000. I have a notes on my Apple ID, and it says like, this guy still owes me $4,000 because he closed the trade minus $4,000. But we've been opening trade. Just imagine the risk management was, you have $200,000, you put in $10,000 on the 10 leverage into the position. So basically the risk management was 5% in one trade, but the fixed stop loss, the stop loss was on the 1%. Yeah. So every time when he's been trading, there was the pluses, there was the minus, there was the loss, there was the win, but still he was profitable. And meantime, I've been doing business. I've been doing, like, he's sending me money. I'm reinvesting it to the cryptocurrency, a lot of cryptocurrency in 2021. That was insane. Like, those of you who remember this, you can sit in the restaurant, you can order the food. When they're gonna bring you the check, the sum of the asset will give you 20-25%. And I've been showing it constantly. Hey guys, I'm buying this asset, I'm buying this asset. There is the asset through USDT. People been thinking that this is the my coin. I was like, no, but I'm gonna buy it. You buying 80% per 2 weeks or whatever. You just fucking printing the money. So your life become better, better, better. You're receiving money, you reinvest in them. And after that, you will understand the whole picture will be complete at the end. After that, something reinvested, something fixed. So we're receiving the divergence right now, the alert. Take a look at this, yeah? So it could go higher. Take a look at this, 1 hour. Yeah, it could go higher until tomorrow. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to this, guys. I need to finish my my story. Please. So I'm not the guy who finished economic lessons, schools, university. I don't know nothing. There is the video in Ukraine when one person, insanely rich, he's the billionaire, he's interviewing me. This is the funny way of the video content, like they trying to, how to say that, to, like, you know, there is the burning, yeah, when people trying to make hard jokes from the guest, yeah. So he's from cryptocurrency, I'm from cryptocurrency, but he has a fucking boner on me, and he was like, "You're not the real millionaire." I was like, "Why? Just because you have more millions than I am, that means that I'm not the real millionaire?" And he's been trying like to say to me, "No, you're stupid. You don't know this," and he's been trying to push a lot of hard words on me into the economical field, into the field of like, you don't know the definition of this world. You don't know this, you don't know that. You don't have CEO, you don't have CFO. I was like, you think that only if I'm gonna understand the definition of this word, or if I'm gonna hire another person, only this way I can make millions of dollars? So he's been watching like this. Not a lot of you know this part of me. I'm writing a lot, especially women and girls. They obsessed with my writing. I stopped writing in 2023, but before that, I even have a book. That's the, oh my God, like that's insanely good book. And that's not my words. I can maybe later when we're gonna talk about this, but not right now. So he's starting to put like, you even writing about terrible things. You writing about sex, about love, about friendship. And I was like, yeah, ask your wife. She probably wet when she's reading this. So that was not the fucking comic show. That became the fight, the beef between two persons. And he's been trying to prove to me that I'm the stupid one. And I was like, yes, I'm the stupid one in the meaning of your level. But in the meaning of the Andrew level, and especially Andrew yesterday, the day before yesterday, I'm not stupid. So we've been talking about the investments. And he asked me, how much money you made today? I was like, today, I put my ass with my girlfriend and my chauffeur driver in my Maybach, and we drove for 8 hours here to you in your city. So in Ukraine, it's a really bad signal all over the Ukraine, except the huge cities. We still don't have 5G. You need to know that. We still don't have 5G. We're still using the LTE system and the 3G in Ukraine. So during this trip, there is no internet, so it means that I'm not gonna trade. But let me check. Maybe my trader did something. I'm opening 0 trades. I said, you know what? I lost even 100 something dollars today because when I sit in my car, I understand that there is no signal, so I close one trade. So I didn't make money from the trade right now. He started telling to me about the stop losses, about a lot of things. And he started even to explain to me that in 2021, he's investing money right on the peak into the NFTs, apes, CryptoPunks, and he's the billionaire. He's the huge person in Ukraine, and he don't live in Ukraine as I am, because when you are huge and you don't want to fight with the government, you're just moving out from the Ukraine. I'm not as huge as him, but still, I'm protecting my money, I'm protecting my family. So he started to tell me, like, we just recently invest $300,000, $500,000 into the NFTs. So I'm not the smart guy. I'm not the professor of the economical university or the facultät in the Yale or whatever, like Stanford, Harvard, Hogwarts, whatever. I'm just a regular guy from the regular vagina of Ukraine. I'm like, I don't have nothing except my time, my charisma, my dick, and my brains. So someone will say self-made person, yeah? But we all self-made. Someone making his life better, someone making their life worse. So I don't know the basic of the investments. In whole my life, the main goal of everything that I've been doing in my life, if I'm buying something, I need to buy it cheaper. So either I will sell it for the regular price of the market, or I'm gonna make money and resell it for the better price. With real estate, with houses, with apartments, no matter where I am, I can negotiate the price with everyone. I'm doing this on the daily basis. Courses in Ukraine for $1, for $7, like people been paying for the course, and I've been donating all the money to the kids, to the soldiers, to the people who's in needs, to the old people. So I said to the people, hey guys, financial literacy. There even the video on the YouTube, the huge playlist of the different financial literacy things. So I've been giving people a lot of information, scripts and patterns that I've been using in my life, like how you can afford to buy $500,000 if you have only $180,000. Negotiate the price, make the deal, make the terms, take the credit, but not in the bank with the percents, yeah? Take the credit, in-house finance from this person. So 500,000, there was 490 something. I paid 180 as a down payment. I paid additional 60,000. So I bought the house for 240,000, and in 9 months I resell it for $330,000. And the person who's been buying this house been negotiating the price with me as well. I was like, here is the first price, etc., etc. But I was like, come on, I made 50% for 9 months on the one investments. So everything the same for me. When I'm buying G-Wagon, when I'm buying Bentley, I'm negotiating the price. Even with the watch. I bought them cheaper. I wore them for 2 years. My girlfriend damaged them so badly. I sold them. I said it to the people in the front of the media, and I put the money to the cryptocurrency in November, in September, October, November. You can find this in the TikTok, 2024. I tripled this money, and I still didn't get the watch. You know why? Because when I'm negotiating the price right now, no one's selling. No one's selling. So that's the only thing. I can't afford to buy this, but I'm always asking myself, do I need this? So let's get back to the risk management, yeah? And this person telling to me, you need to use stop loss. I was like, why? I truly believe that after this correction, we're gonna go higher once again. And I fucked up. But the main question, how do you think, did I change my patterns? Did I look at the price different way, on the investment different way, on the trading different way? Because, for example, the Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, the Jordan Belfort, he arrived with like as licensed broker on the Wall Street on the Black Monday, the day when everything collapsed. There is a lot of other stories which showing to us that someone huge in some huge hedge fund or in a huge firm did something, yeah? For example, there is the person between of you who want to introduce us to the BlackRock. He said, I have a call with them. I'm talking to them about you. So yeah, the BlackRock, insanely huge. Someone else, Michael Saylor, Tom Lee, whatever, just choose anyone. Even the Bezos, Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, President Trump, there's a lot of people who's insanely rich, either they're public or non-public. There is a lot of companies, insanely rich, insanely powerful, public, non-public. So they all have their own decisions. But 95% of them, they understand the system which they and gave to the people in the universities. Yeah, for example, maybe you have diploma of the economical guru. Yeah, like you are, oh my God, you're fucking insanely good in calculating some other people profit. Yeah. Or maybe you are accountant, or maybe you have accountant, so you understand how it works. There's a lot of things which are open for the public in the meaning of study, courses, schools, universities, whatever. And most of them teach people the basic rules. When you're making trade, use the isolated margin or fixed stop loss, especially with the risky assets. Probably that will be 5% of the movement of the asset. Either is the investments, spot, futures, options, etc. There is always risk management, yeah, and people deciding, will I use 5% on the 20 leverage, which gonna give me 100% risk ratio. Yeah, for example, I'm putting $1 on the 20 leverage. If the price go against me on 5%, 5 on 20, I'm losing $1. If the price goes my way, I'm making $1. There is a lot of people who's using the risk management when they're making investments. Some of them entering partly, some of them putting the strict stop loss. If the price will be here, that's how the liquidity works. That's how the order book works. The cryptocurrency exchange showing to you how many people and how much liquidity on this, that, and that level. So basically, it's the roadmap of what the price will do or wouldn't do. So it means if everyone wants to open long position from 65, the price is stopping on 66. If the price is going to reach 65 and everyone will have opportunity to open long position, the price should go to 63 just to, oh good boy, just to trigger the stop loss. And that's happening all the time, in every asset, in every situation. There is the risk management in conversation. When you're breaking the border, yeah, like the red line, when you're crossing the red line, someone could punch you in the face. For example, we could curse each other, we could talk like, I fucking mother, you, then one of us, punching in the face. So this is the stop loss. Either you're gonna jump in the fight and there is the probability to be liquidated, or you will receive bigger losses. For example, you will lose the teeth, you will have the black eye, someone will break your bones, or maybe you're gonna win, yeah? So basically, I can make the metaphoric things from everything. The stop loss in the sex. No, I'm not using condoms. But you're young, you don't wanna have a kids, or for example, that's the wife of your friend, or for example, you're two guys, or whatever. There is always risk in every action. Who knows what I'm drinking? Before this live stream, my girlfriend took the dog because the dog ate the wet wipes with the alcohol. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen with her? There is always risk. And mostly, my father teach me something, his father teach him. They was absolutely far away from the markets. They was absolutely far away from the investments, from the business, from the money. Because they was hard working mans. They need to deliver, they need to provide, they need to put something on the table, especially when you have kids. So what I'm trying to say to you, did you notice that the cycle, the dreamed cycle in 2016, in 2013, in 2021, and even in 2024, the dream cycle has been changed, yeah? Mostly all these guys, all these huge people, believers or crypto bros or huge hedge funds, for example, BlackRock, Van Neck, any other, no matter who's buying, the main thing that the developer trying to tell to me, Andrew, you're reading a lot of news, you're talking to a lot of people, you're observing enormous amount of the content, and you're trying to find the way how they're gonna fuck everyone who's gonna read, watch, or touch this information. And mostly you're right. He's using the system for 13 years. And he said, do you know that the trading filter in this system appears not so long ago? Do you know that the sigmas appeared not so long ago? Do you know that this update I made, like, let's say 9 months ago? Some of you know that the multi-time frame, the sigmas, the green, red zones appear just for less than 1 year. He said, do you understand that this system, which I apply to the forecast, it works through the hundreds and hundreds of years, through the centuries. Let's say, like, I'm listening to him like, oh, maybe Pythagore made this system, maybe someone else. And I'm trying to search, I'm trying to think. And everything, like, you know that I'm the guy like who like to dive deep inside of searching, yeah, to the researching, to the AIs, etc., etc., etc. So it's like, I need to understand more, I need to know more. He said, why you need to know more? Just use this fucking system. There is 20% chance to be wrong, especially with your beloved fucking stupid cryptocurrency. Okay, Bitcoin, okay, XRP, okay, Solana, okay, Ethereum, okay, everything that has ETFs. Not we're gonna apply, we're gonna discuss, maybe even if one day. No. The things that has ETFs. So no matter how much money the BlackRock will put there, no matter if this guy will introduce you to the Larry Fink or to whatever whom, they don't give a fuck about you, about me, about my forecast, about my system, about my algorithm. They don't have time for this. Maybe some small department who's trying to create something and to go to the fancy high office on the Wall Street. Hello, sir, could I introduce you my project? Maybe someone who wants to put medals on his chest and to receive bigger salary, they will be interested. But people with the money, with the brains, with understanding, they will tell you why the hell you are not a billionaire. And you will explain to them, I'm sorry, I'm a small guy from Ukraine. Yes, I had some money, but that's not the biggest money. So Publicly in 2024, when I had this system for the first time in May 2024, I took $100,000, $100,000, and I start to trade with the strict risk management, 0.1% in the trade. It means that this was the $100 in the trade. And only closer to September, October 2025, year and a half after this, I start to put 1% and more. And few times when I broke my risk management, unfortunately, I stuck in the huge losses. Then people start to send me money. People start to tell me, trade my money, do that, do that. The pressure, especially some of them, like for example, I have a friend from Ukraine. She said, I don't care about this money. $2 million, I don't care. I was like, maybe I should say that I lost money. The person who sent me 700,000, just buy something from me. Like, I'm watching your videos and you said that this is the good time. I was like, yeah, not the best. So there is a lot of people, different people. I have a good friend who give me the trust, who give me the money. We've been doing something like for the first 3 months, from the 700,000, I made $380,000 for him. It's 50%. Then we made a little bit more. And then I made mistake with the Zcash on his account. So it's the game, yeah? And when person telling to you, just why are you putting such a small amount of money? Or why you not trading this? Or why you trading this fucking Zcash? There is always some kind of reason that could fuck you up, yeah? But every time when I'm talking to the people with the experience in the markets, I'm receiving their vision of the risk management. And mostly it's the 5% of the movement. Mostly, for example, let's say 10 years ago, you invest $10,000 in something. So your entering capital is 10,000. Mostly on the risky assets, when the price will go lower than 5% of your investments, not from the take profit or market price right now, from your investments, you will start to think to close your position. Or for example, you will put exactly the strict stop loss, and no matter what's gonna happen, like for example, my brother, he always has the system either stop loss or the take profit. I'm not gonna move, not the stop loss, not the take profit. I read the chart, I see the probabilities, I see the possibilities, I see the patterns, whatever. I'm gonna use it only that way. There's a lot of people and everyone using their system as they want. I'm showing to you how I'm using system, yeah? Yesterday I read the one comments like, if you're trying to find the trader, that's definitely not this one. I'm not a trader. I never said I'm a trader. I don't need to be a trader. I don't need to be a trader. I'm just the guy who's trying to understand and who's trading. That's it. Before you came to this group was only for people who's using algorithm. Only for people. And we've been teaching them how we using the algorithm. So this was the guide group. And then FOMO. Oh, this guy was right. This guy was right. Oh my God, they said about it. They said about it. They said about this. But people mostly judging others for their losses. And I'm good. Judge me for my losses. Like the Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street. You know what? Judge me for my losses because there is only few of them. The day when he started to, when he tried to hire himself in this firm after the Black Monday, yeah, when he lost the job. At the beginning of the film, before the Stratton Ackman. When he realized what the fuck is the penny stocks, what the fuck is like 50% commission. So judge me for my mistakes. That's the best that you can do. The best that you can do. And I'm good with that. Yesterday, the Light called me and they said, the CEO, because I'm giving to him the review and the feedback, hey, that's not working, that's not working. Someone of you sometimes double charged. Talk to the Light. That's their problem. I'm not receiving this money. The Stripe making the API call, your card paying to them, they refunding your money. So they dealing with this. And they calling to me, they said, maybe you want us to activate the feature for you so you can clear the bad comments. I was like, are you kidding me? Why? Why? If the bad comment could show to the people that I'm not perfect, it's definitely gonna explain to the person that that's how he see me, and that's maybe probably 10, 20, 50, 99% true of who I am. Let the people judge. Let the people analyze. Let the people do something. Yeah? Let them read. That's the normal way. I was like, no, never. Please don't do anything. Just fix your fucking website. Because someone of you yesterday texted to me, Andrew, we cannot log into this page. I was like, here is the problem. Just fix this. You can write whatever comment, you can write whatever you want, but the main thing what I'm trying to say to you before I'm gonna get back to the risk management, I know that it's hard for you. Just log off from this live stream and you're gonna come back here and you will see the time codes, and then you're gonna see the analysis of the Bitcoin. The main thing for me, guys, that's not the signal group. Even if the 95% of the people who passed the survey, they said we want more signals, we want more specific entries and exits. No, that's the fucking Andrew only fans. That's the fucking everything and the only thing that I and my partner, the developer, want to give you. For example, when you're watching the porn on the Pornhub, you're definitely not gonna talk to the person in the video. Can you touch yourself here? Can you call me your daddy? You're just gonna watch it. For example, someone of you probably following someone, influencers or models or actors or government. You're expecting something, yeah? You're watching the football, you're expecting. You're reading the books, you're expecting. Oh, maybe Frodo will deliver the... Why Frodo cannot use the eagles? So this is it. I'm like yesterday at the gym, I was like, wait. This is basically my blog, my vlog, my way of the live streams. Yesterday, one of you go to the Google Translator or to the ChatGPT and ask him to write me in Ukrainian. And he sent to me, because before that we've been talking in English, Mr. Andrew, blah, 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 in Ukraine. Maybe he's from Ukraine, I don't know. He said to me exactly the same thing, like basically the speech was different, but the main thought, the main idea was the same. Will it be the live stream today? And the second one said, it's so sad without your live streams. I'm just waiting for a notification. I was like, don't be sad. And he said to me, when I'm gonna see that there is the live stream. So if you things I'm trying to create always, but if you're expecting something, expect it somewhere else. Here you're gonna receive only things that me and my partner want to deliver to you. If tomorrow I'm gonna start to do something else, you're gonna receive only that. That's your choice. We're not given signals, we're not given advices, we show into your system. And the main thing here, I realized on the last live stream, I need to show you less. You know why? The developer told me, like, because I don't know, guys, I don't know how many of you using the system. I don't know. You pay into him, and at the end, he's giving me only like 1/3, like he's taking the 60%, I'm taking 40% for your subscriptions. And I don't know the statistic because, like, come on, we have a trustful relationship, etc. It's like we have the accounting at the end of the month, but I don't know how many of you using the system. But he's telling to me, Andrew, you're giving too much. People stop using the system. I was like, yeah, probably. I need to stop giving you too much. The same as I stopped doing this for the Ukrainians. So right now I'm telling to you, I said that if it's going to be $70,000 before the end of the month, if we're going to see that, I not truly believe in this. I'm going to stop daily live streams, but definitely that's not my obligation to do daily live streams. There will be live streams only when I want to do them. Only when I want to do them. And you will receive only thing that I want to send to you, because some of you always texting to me, could we analyze that? Yeah, I made the manager app for you, and there is no time for me to explain, to go through your questions. So as I said, that's like you send in to someone the letter and you waiting when the person will answer to you. For example, yeah, the Interstellar, when he disappeared for 20 something years. The same. I'm on the different planet. The time works different here. So the risk management, everything that they've been teaching, everything that they've been showing, everything that they've been explaining to you is the fucking 5% moment. And just go and watch how many times per week price at least of the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, making 5% and a little bit higher moment up and down. How many times you're receiving the notification from different whale alerts, watch guru, whatever you're following. That amount being liquidated for the last 15 minutes, for the last day, for the last hour. How many billions, or maybe even already trillions of dollars been liquidated for the last year while the Trump in the building. So every time when people making investments or opening trades, mostly they using patterns of ancestors, of someone from their family who made the pretty good investment to the Microsoft back in the dates, and he explained to his grandsons or sons or whatever whom, yeah, I lost some money on other assets. So there is always risk management. And my risk management, don't put enough and don't put a lot into the position, especially to the future position. The risk management of the developer, he's selling options by the trend. That's for the people who understand the options. Don't trade against the trend, but I'm the person who loves to trade. I'm the person who obsessed with the trading. We're still in the downtrend. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you, I'm not afraid, I'm not scared for my short position. But how many of you texted to me, Andrew, we're going to the moon. Oh, I have the liquidation price of my short position. And sometimes when I'm analyzing the price, I was like, yeah, we have a chance to trade you. We have a chance. That's always. But I'm always telling you, August, September, October, November, December, January. We are in the zone, in the trend, in the market, in the situation. When the movement downs are impulse, when the movements up are long, exhausted, manipulated. During the day we can drop on the 10%, 20%. During the weeks and months we can bounce back on the 5%. And I'm the person who trying to catch all this movement. Yeah, I'm trying to show you. For example, yesterday I'm closing part of the Solana. I will add when the 15 minutes time frame will be there. I'm adding back. Hey guys, I'm closing part. I'm re-entering. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm trying to give you my vision, but I'm also tired of this. I'm also tired of this. So probably I'm just telling to you, we will stick only to the one live stream like this one. I will try to avoid stories. I will try to avoid showing you the way, showing you my way, my experience. There will be only analysis. And if you're using the stop losses, use them. Don't tell me about this. If you're putting a lot of money into the position, put a lot of money into the position. Do whatever you want. There is no options for me. Like, I will wake up and I will ask John, did you open the position? Hey Jennifer, could you tell me how much money in your position? I'm not your advisor. You're not paying me for this. You're not paying me from your profit. There is no responsibility for your losses. That's it. Why should I do that? You just subscribed on my OnlyFans account through the Light. You just want to observe how I'm trading. I showed to the people yesterday. Guys, yeah, this week wasn't like perfect. Only $70,000. Not the best one, but not the worst one. Yeah, let me double check. Maybe today, as I said to you, maybe today we have the update. No, I don't think that this is the update. Like 34 here, and how much here? And 43 here. It's 77,000. Pretty good amount, yeah? Pretty good amount. But every day excluding the previous one, yeah? So like months, etc., etc., etc. If I'm gonna take, you know, because why I'm telling you this, all these AIs which working with me right now, they selling like there is not enough proofs in the social media. I was like, okay. So here's the two accounts, yeah? 180 days. But the, tell me, the gambling account was created in November, December, yeah, something like that. That's excluding the money that I gave it to decrease my Zcash position. So probably excluding something like, I wouldn't tell it to you, excluding enormous amount of money. You know that when I open my big long positions, you know how it will be easier to do? It will be easier for me. Connect. Unlock your phone. Done. Connect. Bybit password. So this is the gambling account, yeah? It shows to us something. For example, you see like 90 days. It means like the other 90 days wasn't profitable. You see like there is nothing here. So this is the gambling account, yeah? Let me switch. Lock your phone. Bybit password. And 500,000, yeah? Like, not the best one. Definitely not the best one, yeah? You know why? Because until October, I wasn't using other risk management. There is other accounts. There is spot accounts. There is fucking insanely bad accounts on the Max cryptocurrency exchange with my meme coins investments. Like every fucking coin which I bought go to the almost zero. 95% of the assets there are delisted. 95%. But I'm taking my chance. I'm taking the responsibilities. So you're here not because of my win rate. That's not the biggest amount of money that I made on the cryptocurrency. But that's the public accounts which I create. The first one, where is 500,000, I created. Unfortunately, there is no opportunity to show more than 180 days. This is the maximum that they are giving to you. Before I go public with the Bybit, people in Ukraine, please just confirm it. There was the OKX cryptocurrency. Before I was on the OKX, there was the Binance. So every time my manager, he stopped working with the OKX. So I lost the connection to the currency exchange. Right now, I'm trading a lot with the Bluffin. I'm trading a lot with the Bybit. So how can I explain? How can I show? How can I do something? Don't fucking break the risk management, please. Because I will try to stop talking about the risk management. Once again, in the next couple of days, I'm waiting. But guys, my partner, he took a vacation with his wife. So there is no guide video for you. It will be as soon as possible. The huge, enormous, the best guide, which will answer all your questions. And maybe after the guide, who knows, my OnlyFans subscription will rise. I don't know, I'm just trying to tell you that I'm the greedy person. I am who I am. 700,000, 70,000 per week or whatever. That's not fucking enough. If that's enough for you, that's good. Don't waste it on the bullshit. Don't spend it on the one fucking day. If that's enough for you. So, as soon as he's gonna drop the guide, you will receive way more. Give me a second, my girlfriend texting to me. You will receive more information. And I will stop talking about the risk management. Toma, please remember this time code. I'm using cross margin, 20 leverage, period. If I want to use 10 or let's say 40, 50 leverage, that's only because the high leverage not allowing you to average the position with the bullshit assets. So it means you need to decrease leverage to have value of your position the same with the higher leverage to average your position. Listen to this, repeat this 5 times before you're gonna understand. Why I'm increasing sometimes leverage? Because I need to decrease amount of my personal money, my margin in the position. $100 on the 20 leverage, it's $5 in the position. $100 of value on the 100x leverage, it's $1. Do you understand? 4 additional dollars could be put it to the different positions. So it's not about the leverage. It's about how much one position. The march will move in the meaning of the value of the position which you opened from the beginning. After that, no matter what the leverage you will use, it's just gonna decrease your march in the position. I'm not using stop losses. I'm not trading anything except Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and sometimes on the small account, I'm trading assets which people ask me to trade. I don't give a fuck about those assets. I'm showing to you how I'm constantly making trades. And I want to do the same with the big accounts, but my big accounts stuck with the long positions. 2 accounts, 3 positions. Which positions? Only those only those positions which I'm trading. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Why I'm making a lot of trades? You're making more money. You think that I'm gonna withdraw this 70,000 and what I'm gonna do with them? Nothing. They go against my liquidation because I made mistake publicly. I'm not hiding anything. You will never find more honest person than I am. You know why? Because one person in 2016, when I have a huge, enormous amount of problems in Ukraine, he explained to me, go viral, go live. If I'm gonna open probably on the second phone, the message conversation from 2016 here from the Beverly Hills lawyer, the person said to me, Andrew, you have a lot of videos. Just upload them to the YouTube. Just try to be more popular. So no one wants to fuck with the popular persons, especially if this is the mobs, if this is the government, if this is someone who understands that they're breaking the law. So I start to do the content. I start to make YouTube videos, etc., etc. And the person who introduced me to the monetization, to the how to make money from the video on the YouTube, Instagram, etc., etc. in 2016, he tell me, don't fucking lie. Be the same way as you're gonna be with your parents, with your friends. Be who you are. Everything you see here, that's the person who wants aggressive, rude, but fucking honest. So stop, okay? Texting to me something where you put your ass by yourself, okay? I'm in the way worse situation right now. Some of you don't have even space on the screen to fit the amount of money that I'm right now in non-realized losses. This 700,000 for the last 90 or 80 days or whatever, that's fucking nothing. That's why you see Andrew, who will like, oh yeah, you have a problem. Nice. I'm not your assistant. I'm not your employee. I'm not even your fucking friend. But sometimes I have a mood to discuss your positions. And we're doing this. Here, we are not family. Here, we are people in the same boat trying to fight the fucking storm which Trump, China, and other, like if you have kids, put them in the bathtub, fill it with the water, and make the waves. They making the fucking fake waves. That's it. The market is easy. The system that you are using, no matter what, Elliott waves, patterns, smart money price action, technical analysis, like whatever you're using, it's easy. The main question, how many times this system right, how many times this system wrong? If I've been expecting that the price will be higher until the end of the month, I'm always telling to you, there is probability that inside of the phase it will be flat movement, especially when the volatility not rising and going down, especially when the higher time frame phase is opposite. So when I'm trying to catch the long position since October, that's just because I'm not retarded to catch the fucking bounce back of the price from that level, here, there. So let's dive deep to the chart. Let's try to analyze, let's try to understand what I see, what I feel, etc., etc. As always, we're trying to take a look on my opinions, yeah? What's gonna happen? So on the previous live stream, exactly 1 week ago, right now even people from the public group could double check this. So that was my expectation, yeah? I draw the line from here to you. My expectations, we're going lower, we're going higher, we're going to this zone, not gonna be in this zone, if it's gonna be, buy definitely, and now I'm expecting price to be here, yeah? So right now, this zone works pretty good. And there was the red scenario, which I do not believe. Guys, I do not believe in this, okay? So the yellow scenario, for me, it's still working. We are in this zone. I'm just gonna clear a little bit. I'm not gonna go right now with this live stream with where the price not gonna be, because you have all this information in the private group. But I'm gonna stick to these lines because for me this is the sell. I'm not gonna stick to this line. I mean, like, I'm still expecting price. The price could be there in the meaning of the 1 hour, in the meaning of the 1 day. I explained to you for the last months, they moving price 5-10% during the day. It's easy just to take your liquidity because you're afraid. Yeah. So right now, exactly the same that I showed to you with this line. I'm still in this moment. I'm expecting price to go higher. Yeah, you're always receiving the updates where the price not gonna be. So I'm still expecting this, but we need to make the decision, the update, what's gonna happen next. And after that, in the next couple of days, I will do the live stream with you and we're gonna go way deeper, way deeper. Right now, I just need to understand what I need to do. Yeah. So the 2 weekly time frame is absolutely the same. We're still in the correction zone. And once again, I'm not changing my opinion. We're gonna go higher until June, July. In my opinion, the cover and the name of this video telling and showing to us that April-May will be absolutely terrible on the news. They will be absolutely terrible on the manipulation down, but I'm not expecting that they're gonna be with the huge volatility, so I'm not expecting something like during the day couple of percents, but no 5-10% movement down, no crashes. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting, just go and watch the sigmas. You know what we can do? Where is the calculator? Mr. Calculator. Open. We're gonna make the calculations of all dates. It's gonna calculate everything for us, and after that we're gonna come back. Like, you're gonna see right now how it's calculated. So I'm not expecting that the price will go lower than we're gonna see until the middle of the May, lower than the sigmas. So forget about 40,000. Forget about 40,000. Forget about all this fear that you have. Right now they need to put you in the state of selling your assets, buying gold, buying bullshit, and then the risky assets will go up. But even if we're not gonna be until the end of the month for the next 2 days before my mother's birthday. We're not gonna be at least 72,000. Forget about price higher than $100,000 closer to the end of June, beginning of July. That could be manipulation, like it was with the $76,000 before. That could be manipulation, but I'm telling to you about the fixation, at least of the daily time frame candle body higher than this price. So manipulation could be, if we're gonna watch this, yeah, let's forget about this. We are interested in March 30. I'm not expecting price to go lower than 64. Lower than 64. March 31, I'm not expecting lower than 62. So where I'm gonna expect the price? Could be 65, 63. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix 25% of, I'm gonna close 25% of my short positions on 65 and 50% additional on 63. If that's gonna happen, but I don't think that it's gonna happen right now. April 1, 60, 63. April 2, 63, 59. April 3, 62, 58. April 10, 60, 54. April 17, 59, 51. Here is the part of the jungle which are crowded with the lions, with the snakes, with the hunters, with the traps, scorpions. Beginning of April, middle of April, and then beginning of May. Mark these dates. That's the dates when you need to look at the Sigma 1, Sigma 2, where the price not gonna be in the lower part. You remember this? You remember this? I gave it to you. So the same, I'm not gonna change anything. The same should be applied with all the Sigmas. Basically, you can do the screenshot and draw your own things. So here is, we're receiving 48,000. In my personal opinion, that's definitely not gonna happen. Closer to this date, it's gonna update the calculations because it's spreading this way. Yeah, like the probability is so low. And closer to these dates, we're gonna fix the target and we're gonna have way more things. Then we don't have beginning of May. But the thing that's interesting for me is the June 26th, because in my opinion, the end of June, beginning of July, that's where we're definitely gonna see, in my personal opinion, I want to see price of the Bitcoin 82, 84, $86,000. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scale my long positions closer to beginning of April, middle of April, or beginning of May. When everyone will be afraid, when everyone will sell. I'm gonna scale them. The price will go higher. I'm gonna get rid of the long positions and I'm gonna turn around, because in my opinion, from the end of June, beginning of July, that will be the really interesting part of the story which they're gonna tell to you. Everything will be perfect. Everything will be perfect. Oh my God. They're gonna change every fucking silicone dildo in your apartment on the golden and the diamond dildos. They're gonna fucking give you the stone from the Harry Potter and whatever things that could make your life golden. They will tell us in the media that everything is insane, but I'm gonna stick to this. I'm not gonna expect price to go higher than $99,000. I'm gonna stick to this date. Then after that, we need, you see, like we already have, it appears today, we can take a look what will be with the price in March 2027. So for people who's expecting $2 billion for the Bitcoin price, yeah, like Michael Saylor, just call him. The price not gonna be even here. And if I'm gonna go with a 2-weekly time frame, take a look at this. Here's 2027. You see where the price starting to move higher at the end of 2026, then 2027, that will be long winter. Yeah, the long cold night. So it means that the weekly time frame showing to us that only from the end of 2027, if you're gonna go right now into 2024, 2025, you will see how we're drawing these things. You will see how we're drawing these things. You will see how we're telling to the people that the end of 2026, 2027. Nothing changed, nothing changed, mark my words. So here, whole 2027, that will be fear. That will be something like that. That will be something like that. That will be something like that. there will be a second bottom, there will be third bottom as the present for people who've been thinking that the second bottom is the only bottom that they're gonna get. Buy one, get two free. So everything that I see here, that will be something to put you out from the market, not for every asset, not every asset. So we have the phase of the 2 weekly and the weekly time frame, which showing to us that we are going down until December. But also I start to tell there is a chance, my friends, that the August will bring us the insanely deepest bottom of the cycle. Too many people right now, those who's been putting you into the $250,000 in the summer, autumn, they right now talking about 45,000 closer to October. So let's imagine there is the stupid planet with the retarded people and they're expecting $40,000 closer to October. And there is the sun. I'm not the sun. The fucking government is the sun. And they like, okay, now we're talking. They're expecting this, so it means that probably in October, November will be the one more, that's my opinion, one more bottom, which gonna put people into the one more shorts. So if I'm gonna go with the December, September, right now we don't have October dates, yeah? I think that the price could be something like low, but in my personal opinion, the low of the October, November, December will be higher than the low of August, maybe September. So once again, August, September, in my personal opinion, will be lower than October, November, December 2026, in my personal opinion. Let's check it. We can make a bet. I don't know. Because too many people will expect that the bottom will be in October. If the October will be the bottom lower than September, August, then November, December will fucking destroy even my ass. So if June, July is the top of 2026, period. No other opinion. From there, the price could go lower to August, September. If the August, September, the price not reaching $45,000, in my personal opinion, that they could reach the 45. We're not gonna be 45 and 40 before summer. Right now, I'm not expecting price to go lower than 53, 58, 59, 60, 63,000. So the range is huge. I'm not expecting. But from this summer, if the price will go lower, that will bring a chance for two options. And I'm going to analyze it in August, September, after I'm going to see how we close the June, July. It's going to bring me option of two ways. Either we will see one more bottom in October, which gonna be higher than September and August, or we're gonna see a lower bottom in October, then we're gonna receive additional bottom in November, December, period. No other options. That's easy for me to understand. Rewatch it, rethink it, put the fucking audio to the ChatGPT and ask him to explain what this guy telling to you. So that's it. That's the vision of the where the price not gonna be. We could be more specific with the dates, yeah, but we're not gonna do this right now. If I'm gonna go with this chart, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, from beginning of July, we're gonna have pretty good movement down, yeah? Here it is. On the daily time frame, we're way more interested. And this is for the AI agent who's gonna analyze this video and gonna do a conclusion for you. So guys, from here, or maybe even from the next couple of days, the price could go higher, then we need to drop. I'm not afraid for the short positions. I'm afraid for the long positions. So from here till here, we need to go lower. All the April and all the May, like all the April, it could be all the May, like the first half of the May. That could be volatility. So what I'm gonna do here, yeah? We have this, and I'm gonna add one more. Here. Huge volatility. You see, nothing changed during the weeks, during the months. I'm still expecting that here we could be lower. I'm still expecting this. But how to draw it? The price could go higher, lower. Just mark my words, this week could give us one more manipulation up on 5% or one more manipulation down on the 5%. I'm gonna stick to the 4-hour time frame. It shows to me that the beginning of April, that's the bottom, then the middle of April, and at the end of April. Once again, for retarded ones, bottom, bottom, bottom. Closer to the trading filter, we're gonna make a decision. What do we have right now? Bearish divergence. Why I said to you a couple hours ago, I'm adding more. I'm not adding everything, but I desperately want. But I'm leaving myself a space to see price here, my friends. If that moment will be something like that, then that moment could be something like 70, 72, 75,000. So I'm gonna wait for not big movement down, bigger movement up. I'm already catching this moment. I already said to you where I'm gonna close 25, where I'm gonna close 50%. You already understand that, but my goal is to see that moment. So I'm extending the opportunity for you to stop receiving daily videos from me till 10th of April. If until 10th of April I will see price 72, there will be less information from me. Sorry guys, my body, my choice, my rules. So once again, you receive from the developer buying on 28 yesterday, yeah? You're receiving from me, there could be manipulation down and I'm expecting it. I'm not gonna be afraid for the short positions. I'm already in the long positions. So the next buying dates when I'm gonna buy, maybe even like, for example, I made 70,000, I put to the market only something like 40. I still have 30,000, so maybe I'm gonna put not the watch on my wrist. Once again, I'm gonna buy some bullshit assets just to have the opportunity to fix them closer to July. So once again, when will be the next buy for me? Beginning of April, middle of April, the end of April. Specific dates: 2nd, 14, 27. Maybe it's gonna be plus minus 1 day. When exactly I'm gonna do this? When the 4-hour time frame will be at the bottom. So that could be 2nd, 3rd, 4th. When this guy will be at the bottom. When this yellow line will be at the bottom. When I'm gonna scale my short positions. When this guy on top. So right now, if I'm gonna go in the lower time frame. Yeah? So right now, I still have my long position, which I opened 2 days ago in front of you, yeah? Yesterday, they give me 30, 40, 50% profit. And I said to you, I explained to you on the live stream, hey guys, I'm breaking the risk management just to show you how I'm doing this. I'm not gonna close part of the position because I'm already in the break even in the entry price. But yesterday, I texted to you, I'm closing part which I scaled. So right now, something, for example, Solana in the losses, Ethereum and the Bitcoin still in profit. What I can do, I can add the same amount of money, yeah? I'm not gonna add a lot. I'm just gonna add the amount which I closed. So right now, the risk management will be broken once again. My position, my entry price for the Ethereum and Bitcoin will be higher. So it means that the long will be from the worst price and the Solana will be lower. So it means that the long for the Solana will be from the better price. I'm opening this. Done. So it means that if I would have another sub account, I will open long position right now. Just to catch the moment, which I say here, just to catch this moment, just to feed my ego, just to make $300 and put my ass into the fancy restaurant until the end of the day. So this is the thing that I'm gonna try to catch. This guy could go higher until 30, so until tomorrow. But I'm starting to accumulate short positions. Accumulate, yeah? Yesterday I showed to you. Guys, I'm putting more to the Solana. Guys, I'm fixing profit. That message give me $2,000. That's enough for me. So right now my Solana in the profit, way better than everything else. Let me even double check. Maybe I'm gonna fix part of the profit. Futures. I will show you how it looks, okay? If you don't mind. Copy. Can I do this on the one account? So right now, my position is not big. Like it's big for someone, but not big in the meaning of my long positions. I have a profit. I have realized P&L. You see, realized P&L growing, growing, growing. So maybe I'm gonna take 25% of this position right now. Just why not? I'm not afraid. I'm not closing fully. I'm not doing anything. I'm just taking part of the profit. So right now, realized P&L will be bigger. And the second account's the same, but there is $1,500 right now. I'm gonna take 25% off and I'm gonna wait. Bitcoin and Ethereum right now at exactly entry price with the short positions. Why you feel yourself like, so what should I do right now? If you have big long position as I am, you should have at least 1/5, 1/4 of them into the short positions to survive the moment that will be in the first days of the April, in the middle of April, and at the end of April, beginning of May. I think that these manipulations will be not big one, but additional $20,000 to my pockets. I don't need to spend this money. I don't need to fix some problems in my life. I'm just playing the game, making my life better upfront. Yeah? Like I'm paying upfront to the late Andrew. I'm paying upfront to my kids. I'm paying upfront to the house, to the cars, to the whatever, fancy lifestyle, etc., etc. But why I'm doing this on the daily basis? Because I could lose everything if I'm not gonna help myself. Before that, you knew, yeah, like 74, we go down, then 76, we go down, then 72, we go down. I'm trying to give you more and more information. Thanks to the person who wrote the last review, like that type of the essay. Thank you very much. You're making my life better. Thank you. If there will be less people who, like, if you don't like something, for example, like, let me give you one advice. Let's imagine you want to buy a fancy car. All my friends always telling to me, why you not renting the car before you're gonna buy it? Why you not even making the test drive? So I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna buy only the car which will satisfy my needs, which will be way less expensive than they want. Who gonna accept my terms and conditions? Who gonna accept my offer? For example, Bentley was 240,000. We go down to 180. When I arrived to the dealership, I paid them $130,000 after the tax. You see someone has a problem, negotiate the price. That's it. So I'm not trying to buy something expensive to do something. No, I don't need to test drive something. I don't need to check the quality of the food. I just gonna eat that. If I'm gonna throw up, that's fine. If I'm gonna shit my pants, that's fine. I'm that type of person. I'm trying after I made the decision. I will try my car, not this car. If I won't like it, I will resell it. So all the time, exactly the same things. So the advice would be, if you're new to this group, or for example, you're from the public group and you're watching this live stream, there is 24 hours free of charge enter here, yeah? Create the fucking new email, create the fucking new account on the Telegram. Use this 24 hours to double check how I'm doing that. How the developer doing that. Just fucking spend all your day. Give the AI access to the group and tell him, hey, please, could you double check this? Because I don't believe I don't trust this guy. Watch the whole videos on the YouTube. Try the food. Test the food. If you're trying to do the trades as I'm doing them, yeah, start from $100. There was the person a couple days ago I explained to you, yeah, like this Silvio, I think. I just recently lost $20,000. I just recently made $70,000 in front of you. In front of you. It's not like, oh guys, I forgot to tell you. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I need to tell them. I'm making the live stream for the Ukrainians. I was like, guys, wait a minute. Please, Ukrainians, press the +++ button if I'm doing this. I'm like, guys, I need to tell to the United States English group that I'm doing that. Because I promised you that I'm gonna tell you. I don't care if you're gonna repeat that. I don't care if you're gonna do the same. I don't care about your isolated cross march, your stop losses, about everything. Like, this is the fucking bullshit. Why should I think even about that? I'm thinking about my portfolio. I'm thinking and I'm showing to you what I'm doing not to lose money. Did you sow some kind of red zones on this fucking P&Ls? You're telling to the people that you are not fixing losses. So yes, what can I do? Should I start to fix losses? So if you are retarded one with extra chromosome, like, you know, you have the extra and the left part of the brain doesn't have normal amount of the chromosomes. So left part need chromosomes, right part doesn't need chromosomes. I know that the brain doesn't have chromosomes. I'm just trying to explain to you the fucking half of the body, yeah? Like, you are unique person. Here you have extra, here you don't have even normal amount of chromosomes. So if you're that type of the person, the amount of money that you're paying for this group, that's absolutely fucking nothing. We go into the cafe almost every day. The fucking matcha latte costs $12 plus taxes plus tips. It's something like $15, $16 at the end of the cashier. So it's the fucking 6 matcha lattes. If you're poor, stay fucking poor. Just try to find someone here. Hello, mister, could you please send me information which Andrew provided to the group because I don't have money. All my village trying to pay for this. If you're that type of person, create every fucking day new Telegram channel and use this fucking 24 hours free of trial period until I'm gonna stop that. Save all videos, like rewatch them, try to understand what I'm trying to say to you. But don't fucking put all your money, all your salary, all your savings, everything that you've been collecting such a long time in one position. I made mistake publicly and I'm showing to you how I'm dealing with this. When I'm gonna deal with this mistake, we have a couple more minutes. I said it to you. Ethereum. Nothing changed for me from previous live stream, yeah? Probably even before that. We bought huge impulse up. I've been expecting 24, we reached 23.85. Sorry that not 24. You know that I sold on the Robinhood, I bought, I sold Ethereum, Solana, XRP, ETFs, etc, etc. We did everything that I was expecting. So right now my expectation that the price should go higher. But before that, once again, my next buying point will be here. This one, yeah, like this line. Can I move it? Can I? Yeah, here. And can I move this line before 3 weeks before it's happening? For the retarded ones in the Instagram. Oh, you always moving the dates. No, I'm not moving the dates. I'm not moving the dates. If that date's coming, as it was on 26, I'm fucking buying. If the 26 showing to me that we're at the bottom of the 4-hour time frame, I'm fucking closing part of the short position. I said it. I mean it. I said it. I'm here to represent it. I can go through every fucking position. Just hire the auditor and let's do that. I'm not trying to tell you, hey guys, I'm buying this precious asset. Oh my God, because they pay for me. Come on, if I'm gonna start to accept the payments of the people who's offering us, hey, let's do the advertisement, let's do the collaboration, you're gonna be tired of losing your money. I'm telling you this. I'm buying only asset that interesting for me, period. I'm showing to you what I'm doing, period. I'm doing that. If I'm telling to my girlfriend, as soon as you're gonna come back from the fucking San Francisco, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna fuck her. That's how I live my life before I start even talking. Because I was like, and my father been doing what he said. That's it. That's inside my fucking genetic code. That's who I am. Don't try to find the way when I'm trying to bullshit you. If you're gonna find it, just send it to me. Like people who tell, oh, you're making billions of videos, then you're deleting them. Come on, relax, boys, relax. I will pay your wife to delete the video which was wrong. Just call me, introduce me to your wife, and the Cindy or whatever her name will have a job at least. She will understand how the normal man looks. And she will finally get the amount of money that she deserves. And she will like, oh, this video was a mistake. And you know, like right now, I will show you one thing. The AIs. Fuck. Why Mr. AI? Running. Oh, okay. Okay. You see, like, can this channel gain 1 million followers? Analyze this project, etc., etc., etc. Like a lot of things I'm telling to them to do, to analyze. Could you do this? So the last one was, will Bitcoin reach $100,000? So for me, when I'm trying to do something, when I'm trying to receive something, the AI thinks about something, and I asked him, can I increase the price for the $500? He said, come on, you are the only one guy inside of this system and you think that people will pay you for this. Could you create, and they said, could you create the page with the reviews? I said to the, please. I create the page with the reviews. I gave access to the public channel. Guys, here, only your comments. Only your comments. Here. Forward from Sandro. Maybe Sandro already write the bad comment there. So I ask AI, could you go, could you find? There are way more than 80 reviews from you. But he don't understand the fucking pictures. He's taking only words. Just imagine how many of you send your reviews. So like you go in here, he create this fucking page. And I was like, yeah, like maybe I'm gonna test this, maybe I'm gonna move this. You remember I told you like, hey guys, who wants to receive insanely discount from us? Text me if you can make the video for us, which we're gonna use, of how you're using the system, of how you're making profit. Guys, you will be golden. So once again, the dates put it here. I'm just gonna move this line. I'm not gonna go with the daily time frame. I'm not gonna change my opinion. You all knew that I'm not changing the opinions. This line I'm gonna move to the beginning of April. This line still at the middle of April. And this line should be one more, the daily time frame. Yeah, the Solana could go way lower, way lower. But right now, my main goal is to wait for the daily time frame trading filter to go up. So the main thing here, which I want to show to you, the daily filter. Daily filter, divergence, we need to go higher. I'm not expecting something like something higher than this one right now until the end of the May, but that could be higher, lower, higher. I want to see the price not gonna be here before the dates which was put it here. Guys, just go back in time for the previous live stream where I'm putting this green line. So right now, I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna buy. Yeah, that's absolutely easy expectations for me. And one more I'm gonna put here. Just go back and you will see the sigmas where the price shouldn't be, etc., etc. We don't have the beginning of May, but we will have it. So I'm definitely gonna buy. So the things that I've been showing to you on the previous live stream, going lower, going higher, going lower, going higher, still works for me. The thing that I showed to you, from here we're going higher. This zone, 70, 72, absolutely perfect. If the price will be here, $70,000, definitely my short position will be bigger. So that's it. Like I told you, I'm in the short positions. I'm sorry that I'm in the hedge positions. I'm not retarded one. I don't want to text to the developer, I trust my life to your system and right now I'm losing my money. He will say to me, you fucking stupid one. You are the one who's been telling, like, you know, when the Bitcoin crashed and you've been telling about the crash and you've been showing to the people what the system shows, and you still tell to the people that we are going up until 96, 98, 100. You said where the price not gonna be. You said that don't break the risk management. You said that you're gonna put 1% on On the bottom of the 4-hour time frame, that was 93,000. You said that you're gonna put 1% more on 82,000, and the next one will be either on 72 or on the 63. You fucking retarded one. So someone of you will think like, oh, I did mistake, I'm gonna text it, go in front of my building, just fucking write it on my car. Oh, I lost my money because of Andrew. You lost your money because of your fucking stupidity. That's it, period. I'm not putting you in the position. If I'm in position, I'm telling to you, hey guys, here is the position $10,000, zero liquidation price. Here is the position $100, zero liquidation price. If I'm adding twice amount of money, there is liquidation price. Like, we have the conversation with the developer and he said, what's your liquidation price? Something closer to 50,000? I was like, no, 20. He said, how the fuck? Before that, on 5th of February, it was 42. I was like, yeah, because every fucking week I'm adding, and the last months gave me $250,000, something like that. I was like, I'm adding, and when the price going higher, I'm slightly decreasing the amount in the long position. So I'm like, I'm paying the tips to the market every fucking time. I'm good. So I'm explaining to him, and he said, how big is your short position? I was like, 1/4 of the long positions on the big account and 1/3 on the small account. He said, what's your entry price? I was like, something like 66,400 right now. He said, but you had before 80, you had before 70, you had before 69. I was like, yes, but I'm fixing the part. I'm closing fully position. I'm reopening. I'm adding more March. So on the 5th of February, the same quarter, the same 1/3 position gave me liquidation price 42. Right now there is zero liquidation price on the Bitcoin, on the Ethereum and Solana with the same amount of the position, and 22, 21 liquidation price on the Bitcoin. We are growing. We are getting bigger. I said to the people, to scale my position, I need to put $1 additional million. Do you think I'm gonna go to the bank? I'm gonna withdraw my money from the bank account? Or I'm gonna sell something, oh, to sell my position. I'm not fucking retarded one. I start from the story. I'm putting to the market the amount of money that I'm accepting to lose. I'm ready to lose this money. I don't know how I'm gonna feel myself. I really don't know. Because after that, the daily 10,000, 12,000, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000 income, even if I'm not touching this money, I need to find new money. Or I need to call to my friends. Hello, my friends. Do you remember Andrew? Can you give me money? That's always the same. 5 things. Either you have money, you have time, you have knowledge and skills, you have information, or you have friends. That's it. This is the easiest recipe to make money. We need to go? I love you guys. I will try to do the live stream tomorrow, guys. This week is gonna be insane for me because we're moving from this apartment. Finally, I hate this apartment. I hate this building. We overpaying for nothing, and yeah. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna try to answer your questions. Even if the answer will be late, you're still gonna receive how I'm thinking. Please don't break risk management. There is nothing to show you new. I remember that we need to go through the stock market. We need to go through the commodities. We need to go through the indexes. We need to go through the ETFs. We need to go through the different things. We are here once again, $4 per day. Just spend a little bit time to understand. Just at least wait until the guide, etc., etc. Create the free account, do something. If there is the problem with the payment, Veilite support bot will help you. I cannot do anything with that. I still didn't delete another 70 people from you. Guys, please save your time, save your subscription payment. If you know that you're not paying for the group, just leave the group and subscribe through the link, because if I'm gonna find you in the system, I'm changing your next payment to $300. So no matter when you're gonna try to come back, you're gonna pay $300. And right now with the Veilite, I'm talking about, hey, could you see the IP of the user? And they said, yeah, we will try to do this. So if there will be the cross between the IP, we're still gonna do this, guys. That's the way how it should be. Like, that's the price of my food. That's it. And that's the only food that I can give to you. If you want something else, you hiring the chef to your apartment, and it will cost you 100 times more than the fucking meal in the restaurant. Thank you for listening to this video. As soon as possible, Toma, you can skip. AI doing everything as soon as possible. He gonna do the time code so you can find more. Sorry for a short update on the price. I waste a lot of time. I will try from this live stream to avoid every explanation, to avoid every story, to avoid every experience, to avoid every guidance. Guys, I need to learn to do this, yeah? I'm walking that way, I need to learn to walk another way.